Top 10 Weirdest Addictions. Everyone is different. Part of what makes the human experience as unique and magical as it is the realization that there truly is no one just like you. We all have our unique interests, dislikes, and intriguingly enough, addictions. While common addictions such as drugs and nail biting plague a large portion of the population, there are some seriously strange addictions that deserve our attention as well. Welcome to Toporo. Toporo is where we count down the best and leave out the rest. Today, we're going to take a look at the top 10 weirdest addictions on record. Let's get into it. Number 10. Rock eating. When someone eats something generally considered to be inedible, it is described as a medical condition called pica. While it can often be associated with pregnant women, this addiction goes a bit beyond the regular pica cravings. For many people, pica is a very real and oftentimes very dangerous situation. Normally, people feel a desire to eat certain textured objects. Some common obsessions in pica sufferers are dry, crumbly items like dirt, chalk, or even drywall. Yes, drywall. At the extreme end of the pica spectrum, some have been reported to feel a desire to eat rocks and/or sand. This has to be, undoubtedly, one of the strangest addictions of all time. Not only does it pose a major threat to be incredibly damaging to the teeth, it can do irreversible damage to one's digestive system. Number 9. Plastic surgery. Cosmetic procedures which alter the appearance of a person's facial and body structure have become more and more popular around the world. The immense pressure to uphold society's standard of beauty has only gotten more extreme with the emergence of social media. So plastic surgery has seen a recent surge in popularity. But while it is normal and relatively harmless, and sometimes even positive process for many people, for others it runs the risk of becoming a dangerous addiction. One of the most common procedures seems to present the danger of becoming compulsory more than others, being breast enlargement procedures. In many cases, women who have had their breasts enlarged once continue to come back in for additional surgeries to continue increasing their size. Downsides of this, besides the obvious exorbitant cost, is the potential damage that can be caused to the spine and back muscles attempting to maintain correct posture under such a heavy load. Number 8. Eating dog or cat hair. Eating dog or cat hair takes loving our sweet pets to an entirely new and wholly unhealthy level. When dogs and cats shed their hair, most people simply vacuum or sweep it up, disposing of it in the trash can. However, some with the compulsion to eat hair actually eat their pet's hair. This is not only disgusting, it can also be extremely hazardous to your health, as hair can cause serious digestion issues by plugging up your system. There have been plenty of people who have had to have emergency surgeries to remove hairballs. Just because your cat grooms themselves doesn't mean you need to too. Number 7. Eating glass. As you may be able to tell, there's a pattern here. Addictions to eating inedible things are far-reaching and often gross, but few are as insane as this one. It may sound crazy, but glass eating is actually common enough to have been given its own name, hyalophagia. People have been known to eat shards of glass from mirrors, light bulbs, and other common household items, risking serious internal injury or even death. With potential side effects like internal bleeding, why not just eat something of similar texture, like a Jolly Rancher instead? Number 6. Bleach. Bleach is a common household cleaner that should be used with care. It is extremely efficient at killing bacteria and viruses and ensures your home's various surfaces are sufficiently clean. It may surprise you to learn that it is also a fairly common addiction. There are people out there who clean compulsively using only bleach. While cleaning obsessions are fairly common, they generally are not as worrisome as when bleach is part of the compulsion. There are also people who become addicted to bleaching their hair, oftentimes so often that it leads to permanent scalp damage or hair dissolving. Bleach is meant for strict purposes and is not a miracle cleaner for every surface, nor should it be pasted in your hair on a regular basis. Imagine that. Number 5. Hair pulling. This addiction is often diagnosed in those who are going through extreme times of stress or have been diagnosed with high anxiety. Hair pulling may not seem as serious as some of the other addiction issues on this list, but pulling out large areas of the hair obsessively can lead to, obviously, an off-putting appearance that is embarrassing and worrisome. It can also lead to pain and bleeding from the scalp, which no one enjoys. Number 4. growing out hair or nails. As trendy as hair and nails can be, there are definitely those who can take them a little too far. While many women grow their hair and nails out to a respectable length for designing and standing out, a group of people exists that care only about getting their hair and/or nails to be as long as they possibly can. While this one isn't as dangerous as some of the others, it is certainly extremely strange and can be very off-putting. Number 3. Stinging. I hate bees. I hate wasps, and I'd imagine most people do. However, there are some out there on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Those who are addicted to stinging sensations, specifically from bees and wasps. It is said that those with this compulsion receive a rush of adrenaline from the stings, which only feeds their addiction. Bee stings can set off allergic reactions that can be extremely dangerous, making this another potentially life-threatening and weird addiction. Number 2. Drinking urine or blood. I know what you're thinking. No way, right? Wrong. Plenty of people have been observed to have an addiction to consuming human urine and/or blood. Some believe that consuming the liquids provides some sort of health benefits, which they do not, but they use that as a justification to indulge in their compulsion. On the contrary, consuming either urine or blood in massive, regular amounts can lead to some pretty concerning health risks. Drink some water instead. Number 1. Hoarding. Hoarding. The tried and true original weirdest addiction on the planet. While most people do their best to keep up a tidy home that is inviting to both the family and their guests, hoarders take a different approach. The compulsion to hold onto every possession they come in contact with can be annoying to downright disgusting. Homes that are stacked to the ceiling with old items and trash can become infested by roaches and grow fungus and mold, providing some serious risks to the well-being of those living there. What do you think of this list? Were there any weird addictions that I missed? Any addictions you can't seem to shake? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and get notified for more. This is Toporo, and we're out.